What's going on, everybody? See if we have anybody join in here. Hey, what's up, Alan? What are you doing tonight? Uh-oh, what's Trump doing now? I haven't been watching news today. Trying to find my hat. Dan, what's up, man? Oh, I'm sorry, Chase, my bad. Chase, I want to show you something for my Bible box. I tried one the other night and it didn't quite work out, but it gave me an idea. I'll show you what I was kind of wanting to do. Check this out. This is one of those cherry Bible boxes I made. I didn't make on any of the lives, but I cut out the Lord's Prayer. This was my test, and it messed up. That's kind of what I'm going to be doing. And then I can put their last name there if I want to. Yeah, I think so, Chase. You inspired me like a month or two ago when you made those. That was pretty cool. I've got a craft show coming up in April. Man, you know how it goes. I'm trying to burn it at both ends. But tonight, I don't know if you guys knew, I think Alan did, but Sunday night I was in the ER for 4 hours. I had horrible pain, my lower back and all up my stomach. And I went to the ER. My wife drove me. I was moaning in pain. And they said it was kidney stones. And man, that is not a pain you want to experience. So we didn't get home till like 3 o'clock that Monday morning. So I didn't do anything Monday. Didn't feel good. And then yesterday I came out to the shop for a few hours, but I mostly worked on the laser. I still didn't feel like lifting anything heavy. Yeah, they do, Alan. So tonight, I had this wood delivered last week. You know how it goes. You overbook yourself. You think you can get something done in 4 days, and it really takes you 7. So what I'm doing tonight, I've already started. I've got this 8-quarter red oak, so it's 2 inches thick. Most of them are around 10 inches wide. I'm planing those, and I've already rough cut them to length with a circular saw. And I'm just milling up tonight. And honestly, if I can get it done, I'm gonna joint them and do glue ups because I'm actually going to make a full video on this build, but it's going to be like a big breakdown desk, a red oak desk, but it's going to be stained. And it's 27 inches deep, 48.5 inches wide. It's going to have a couple of drawers. So it's kind of quite a bit I've got to get done. So if I can spend the next couple of hours working on it, making some progress, great. But I'm just milling wood. Thought I'd hop on and say hi, see what you guys are up to. So I'm going to get to milling. I'm going to keep going. This, let me show you this table. I haven't used it before like this, but watch what I'm doing with it. It is really helping. So let me go through my planing, turn my dust collection on, and show you what I got going on. awesome. Oh, man. Hey, Josh, I'm glad your stamp showed up, man. You have a cool logo, man. Josh, I had the kidney stone Sunday night. I was in the ER for 4 hours. Man, it's crazy. It it put me down. I just got back to the shop really today. That's why I'm in the shop tonight. I'm trying to play catch up on a desk I was supposed to build. Yeah, I hope it works out, Josh. I tested it, I think, but man, it was a neat one. And hey, Chase, I need to work on your stamp this week too. So, yeah, old path. The planer blades are 2 weeks old, but I milled a lot of wood, so I flipped them around. So this is a new set of edge planer blades. It's only about 3 days old, but this will dull it probably. One thing I've been doing that I didn't realize I was doing is my planer blades been dulling really quickly. So what I read was you shouldn't. That means you might be planing too thick of a cut. So I've just taken it down to a quarter turn on the wheel each time, and I think that'll help. Plus, if you take too deep of a cut, you see me, these are really heavy blocks of wood. So I really have to pull on them a little bit too. Well, Alan, I'm surprised you can't get roller replacements. Well, I'm glad you're relaxing, Chase. Man, you're always working full time and working full time woodworking, it seems like. Awesome, Mike. I'm hoping to, I think I'm going to try to put out my video where I reupholstered some antique chairs and I built some inserts. I took the caning off and built inserts like a wooden insert, and then I upholstered it. It's on my old phone. I just have to edit it, but you know how that goes, guys. It takes a long time to edit. So that's what I'm hoping this weekend. That'll be my video. But I'm making a full build video on this desk. Why not, right? I mean, it's going to be a crazy day. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it's going to be a nice breakdown, knockdown desk. Yeah, Josh's bowl was pretty sick. That ring bowl. Yeah, Josh, we've had a lot of fires the last week. Today the fires are up again. The wind is crazy, and I actually had sleet today. It dropped 20 degrees in 2 hours this morning. So it's going to be freezing again tonight, but hey, Mike, send me your bargain tool. I want to see, man. Oh, Kizzy, you too? Holy crap. That is rough. Oh, dang. So the pulse machine breaks it up? Yeah, Chase. That's what I find as well. It's just, you know how it goes. You get in a hurry and you want to get it done because this stuff's almost 2 inches. It's like 1 7/8 inches. And I really want it to be 1.5 inches because, if I would have ordered 6/4, which is 1.5 inches, by the time you mill it down, I've had it sometimes where you're just a hair over 1.25 inches. So I need the thick top. I knew it would be a lot of planing and milling. But that's just part of it, right? Well, that's too bad, Alan. Yeah, Kizzy, I haven't seen you in any of the chats lately. Hey, Josh, so are you saying lemon juice really helped? That's freaking cool, Mike. I love your tool wall you've got. I've got a cool project plan, but you know how it goes. It takes time. I've got the wood. You know how it goes. Yeah, Josh, sometimes even a quarter turn struggles. Chase, Chase just said, hey, how often do you change your blades? Chase, these blades are less than a week old. And this is actually these are less than a week old, this edge on these blades. And for the DeWalt, I think my planer blades, I buy the, Fox BC or BC Fox on Amazon. They're around $30. But man, sometimes I go through 2 sets of planer blades if I'm really hopping, you know what I mean? Depends what I'm making. All right, guys, let me show you this Bible box real quick. Hey, DeLon, I have not forgot about the challenge. I've got my idea. I just have not had the time, and I've been dealing with some health issues. I'm doing good, Poker. How you doing? I was going to show everybody this. Chase made Bible boxes on a live like a month and a half ago. And, I made that walnut one 5 or 6 weeks ago, but I made a couple of cherry ones. This is my idea for a Bible box. This was a test. I have to make a new one. I know what I'm going to do differently. But check that out. That's the Lord's Prayer out of solid cherry. I'm going to do it a little different next time. But that's what I'll be doing I've got 2 or 3 of these made. I've got a craft show next month. I'm hoping to have them done. All right, guys. Appreciate you being here. I'm just milling wood tonight. I doubt I'll get to my glue up. If you guys want to watch a glue up, I'm cool with that. I basically what I've got behind me. Let me get out of the camera. Let's see if it catches up real quick. So I've got these 3 pieces that's going to be the desk top. And these 5 pieces are going to make up the 2 legs. And then after that, I've still got to mill up a cross member for the back. And then I'm also going to be making a drawer, a divided drawer, 2 drawers. So it'll be cool. Nice, Josh. Well, hey, I'm going to keep going because I got to work. I'm catching up because I had some health issues this week with kidney stones. So I'm trying to get caught up tonight. I've actually been in the shop all day today. So like to see what the Shima looks like on one. Alan, I'm not sure what the Shima is. So Kizzy says they gave me fentanyl for this machine that just sends pulses. Couldn't even tell you if it hurt. Wow. Holy crap, Chase. You hit the mother load, man. $1 a foot for kiln dried white oak. Dude, white oak in my area is $12 or $13 a board foot. Oh, got you, Poker. You South Florida boys do it different, I guess, right? Hey, man, I'll laser engrave whatever you want on it, Poker. All right, I'm going to get back to it, guys. Appreciate you stopping in. Just wanted to say, hey, catch everybody up. Got a live video coming out, or not a live video, but I'll have a build video or a reupholster video coming out this weekend. And I will be making a full video on this desk build. So, hey, what's up, Urban Makings? Thanks for stopping in. We're just milling up some wood for a desk tonight. I might get to glue it up. May or may not show you guys the glue up. If I can get it done tonight, we'll do it. So I'm going to keep going. This stuff was almost 2 inches thick. I'm trying to get it down to 1.5 inches. And Kizzy, don't get excited. This is not your D&D table. And Kizzy, you seriously need to send me an email because you and me are going to go back and forth on designing this. My D&D table is starting right after the desk. So I've already ordered the table slides for the leaf. I've kind of got an idea of the design. So, yeah. It's going to be cool. And I'm designing accessories and magnetic bars and built-in LED lighting, I think. So, it's awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey, I'm not going to talk much because I'm going to get done to milling. But one thing I wanted to share on milling, if you have any piece of wood, you don't want to run it through the planer unevenly, meaning every side should be evenly planed. If you just take off all the wood from one side, you come back the next day, your wood's probably going to cup on you, warp on you, twist on you. So you want to evenly remove the material. Kind of like another tip is when you're finishing or applying clear coat, I know you're tempted, but you need to finish underneath the furniture as well. All sides, surfaces, edges need to be clear coated or finished with whatever finish you're using. All right, guys, I'm getting back to it. It's about to get loud up in here. Oh, man. Thanks, Alan. I might try that shim. It's funny what you guys can see and, you know, I can't, so. Well, hey, guys, I'm going to keep going. I know this is a boring live, but hey, appreciate you hanging out. Have you seen my shirt? It's one of my favorite woodworking shirts. See if you guys can see that. My wife got that for me like 5 years ago. It's awesome. Well, hey, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Do me a favor on my community page or on Facebook, send me a message what your favorite woodworking shirt is. Man, that's a pretty good price, Josh, for 2 sets of blades for $30, man. See you, Alan. Appreciate you, man. Later, guys.